So I found this post from the Pokemon TCG subreddit that I wanted to share with you all because I want to get your opinions about what you think the intentions are from this person who has taken this photo. Because I think it is interesting to see what you guys see in this photo, and you can just debate in the comments down below what you think this person is doing, because obviously it's just a photo. It doesn't really paint a picture here of what this person is doing, but I want to give you guys my take on what I think is going on in this room here, and also a few other posts that are going to be quick that I wanted to also cover here. So you can see the title of this post is definition of scalping. This is obviously not the person who took the picture. How does one even get this much stuff? So this person's accusing this person of scalping. So let's do a little bit of an analysis here, if they're scalping or not. So when you take a look at all this product, right, there's a few things that stand out. Obviously, they got a lot of prismatic here, right? That's the first thing. They got a lot of packs in the front here, just loose packs. But they also got some XY evolutions, which is very off-putting because all of this stuff is all Scarlet and Violet era stuff, except for evolution. So that's very strange, right? It's kind of off-putting. And also, there's only one booster box here. So I want to give my take on, I guess, what I see from this table, what I get out of it. I honestly think this person did scalp these, and I feel like this could possibly be a rip and ship business. That's just my opinion, and I'm going to explain why. So first, I'm going to explain why I believe this is scalping, not really buying from the secondary market, even though people say if you buy from the secondary market, you're still a scalper, whatever. But I think this person just straight up probably got these from a vending machine or just stores in general off the shelves. Now, a reason why I believe that is because of the variety here. If you look at what products are here and present, a lot of booster bundles, right? Vending machines have a lot of these booster bundles. Some of these recently got reprinted. Paldean Fates booster bundles recently got reprinted. Surging Sparks, I think that some show up sometimes. Journeys Together, Destined Rivals is a few here. 151 and Prismatic, and also I would probably believe they also got some of these from Costco bundles. I wouldn't be surprised either. But also a big thing are these few ETBs here of Temporal Forces. I remember seeing somebody catch a restock like a few weeks ago, and they caught some Temporal Forces ETBs. So I believe, there just being a couple here, they probably just took these off the shelves or a vending machine. And also, why I believe this person also probably scalped from a vending machine is because this random booster box, because those vending machines, they do dispense booster boxes. And I know, Target, Walmart, and all these other stores, grocery stores, they don't sell booster boxes, right? It's only the vending machines. So I do believe this person did scalp from multiple places, including vending machines. They also got the poster collection here, which recently got reprinted not too long ago. They got just a couple of super premium collection boxes. They got just a few Destined Rivals ETBs. They got a random tin here, Iono's Belly Bolt premium collection. Just all the stuff here to me speaks that they probably did scalp these. Now, do I care? Does it really matter? In my opinion, not really. I mean, if you're going to scalp, you're going to scalp, right? But it is kind of weird they also just have random XY packs. But that sort of brings me to my next part of why I believe this is a rip and ship business, plus they scalp these, right? The big thing are these XY evolutions packs, right? Tell me this. Why out of all of these products, why is this not all modern, right? Why is there XY evolution? They didn't just buy these in stores. They don't have XY evolution. This set is what, at this point, maybe like 10 years old? It's pretty old at this point, right? It's because they probably are selling these on the rip and ship, right? They're probably selling these to open up. They probably bought these on the secondary market. Probably these loose packs as well. They probably bought these as a lot or somewhere. That's my guess. And that's why they have these XY evolutions packs. Is because they're probably doing some sort of rip and ship thing. And they also have bubble mailers down here. They also seemingly have a setup. Now, I don't know if this is related to, this whole rip and ship thing, or it's for something else that they do. Maybe they have their own business for something else. I don't know. But they have a scale here, it seems. They have like all these like small bins. I don't know what these bins are for. I don't know if they're cards or whatever. But just this whole thing, there's a screen here. It kind of screams rip and ship, but maybe I'm wrong. It seems like this is like, what is this, a taping machine? It seems like there's some sort of operation here, right? So I believe this person is running a rip and ship business, and they have scalped from stores to, supply the rip and ship. And seemingly they also probably bought some on the secondary market, some loose packs. But that's just my take on this. So let me know if you guys agree with me. Do you think this person just scalped for the rip and ship business? I truly believe all of this is adding up to a scalping rip and ship business. That's just my opinion. But let's see some of the comments and we'll get on to the next post here. Looks like every rip in shipper's back room. This is what kills me. Who goes and bleeping pays for someone else to open their sealed product? This just feels like it deserves steep criticism. Okay? Money talks, I guess. Yeah, man, he's definitely scalping those decade-old XY Evolutions packs alongside his Temporal Forces and Stellar Crown bundles. I get that the hobby's in a rough place right now, but some of y'all are seriously unwell. Well, like I explained, I believe some of the stuff he did buy on the secondary market was this other stuff he did scalp because the quantities, one booster box, one poster collection, two super premium collections, two of each like Temporal Forces ETBs, a few Destined Rivals ETBs, just a few booster bundles. I don't think this person just bought these online or somewhere on Facebook Marketplace. I truly believe they found these in stores through, vending machines and through just shelves. That's just my opinion. I think the quantities speak a big reason of that being the case. And a random tin here, there's no way they just bought this online, right? That's just my opinion. There's a difference between scalping who try shelling this bleep 5 times retail marketplace and a rip and ship that's generally sourced through developed channels. It might be selling a bit above what they're getting their products for. The latter isn't much a difference than a traditional card store just online with live opening features. The former is the main issue because they tend to not have developed channels, but go roaming restock schedules at retailers, lowering the available supply for the rest of us. Only reason I bring this up is that you can't tell which one this is from the picture alone. Well, I sort of agree with this person, I guess, with some of the stuff they're saying. But like I said, the quantities of each of the products, I think, truly speaks that this was done through scalping. And seemingly from all the stuff, the tape here, the scale, this is probably a rip and ship business, and this person scalped, but it is what it is. So I think that's it for this post. Let's go on to the next one. So I found this post on the Poke Investing subreddit, and this one to me is shocking. This person really asked this question. Will this affect the price if I hold it? As you can see, the printed part of the cardboard has been pulled back. Will this have a massive impact on the value? It's fully sealed. Nothing else is wrong. Guys, look at this. We're talking about like a tiny little pullback. Honestly, I feel like if you pushed it, like nudged it a little bit, not really with your nail because you'll make an indent. If you kind of nudged it a little bit with maybe just your finger, like pushed a little bit, you could probably get it back in place. Guys, this is how paranoid some people are. Like, the most important thing is like, okay, if there's not a major dent or if there's not a major rip, it's fine, right? This little tiny thing, you probably will want to point it out when you're selling it, just because some people can get, pretty just, particular about sealed product, and especially if it gets very expensive, you will want to point this small thing out, but it's not going to make it decrease much in value. I bet you some people won't even care, right? It's like tiny. It's not really affecting everything. He said everything else is fine. So I really doubt this is going to do anything. But the fact this person even made this post and asked, is it going to decrease the value significantly? Like, okay, are you serious? But I thought that was kind of funny that I wanted to share here. Now, next, I saw this. So apparently this was, I guess rumored to maybe be a promo or some event card or something like that. But apparently it is confirmed that it's in actually the White Flare set. You can actually pull this Victini card because I'm pretty sure on the Japanese side this was like a trophy, like a tournament card or something. But it's actually in the set now, so I guess it's not going to be as crazy rare if it was just some, exclusive like promo for a tournament or something. So here, someone posted this in a Discord. Apparently the same guy who pulled the Victini from Black Bolt also pulled from White Flare, so it's confirmed it's in both English sets. So I guess it's in both. My local store is having their pre-release event on July 6th, so I'm guessing that's how he's getting his packs. So I don't know. I guess people were speculating this was going to be some special card, but apparently it's not because you can get it in both sets, which I don't know how hard it is to pull this card, but I think it's pretty cool. Some people don't like the artworks. They say it looks trash. Honestly, the font looks sort of weird, but I mean, this resolution kind of sucks, but it is in both sets, which I guess is something to note if you didn't know that. So these are just a few posts that I wanted to share in this video. The first one was the main one. I do think that person scalped those and running rip and ship. I really wonder how much more money they're making doing the rip and ship and scalping versus just reselling those products. I don't really know. I haven't done the math, but I wonder how much more they're coming out with doing the rip and ship thing, shipping all those things, packaging all those things, instead of just flipping the product. I really wonder, but that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the first post. That was the main one. Do you think that person is running a rip and ship business and they scalp those? Let me know if you think so or not. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.